A very warm welcome to your daily dose of personal finance binge. You're watching Money9 and I'm Shrestha Tiwari. Starting off with the GDP figures for the second quarter, the government released the data on Wednesday and the growth of the period has been clocked at 6.3%. The growth in the same period last year was 8.4%. In the first quarter, the growth was 13.4%. Manufacturing has been performing poorly and contracted 4.3%. Farm sector grows 4.6% from 3.2% last year. And the markets hit a record high. The BSE benchmark Sensex settled above the 63,000 level for the first time on Wednesday, extending its winning momentum to 7th day amid a largely positive trend in the global markets and continuous foreign fund inflows. Sensex rallied 417.81 points to settle at 63,099.65, its fresh record closing high. Intraday Sensex hit 63,303, its lifetime high. The broader NSE Nifty advanced 140.30 points or 0.75% to end at 18,758.35, its fresh record closing high. Among the Sensex pack, Mahindra & Mahindra, Ultratech Cement, Power Grid, Hindustan Unilever, Bharti Airtel, Asian Paints, Tata Steel and Titan were major gainers, while IndusInd Bank, State Bank of India, HCL Technologies and ITC were among the laggards. Swiss brokerage UBS Securities has said that Indian equities commanded premium of 86% over emerging markets. Benchmark indices Sensex 30 and Nifty 50 have outperformed so far this year, but the good news is that in spite of the expensive valuations, most equity investors were still optimistic on India's growth story. However, UBS Securities expects the market to lose steam. The brokerage house has also given its insight on high inflation level of the country, but it expects inflation to have peaked by now. The brokerage mentioned in a note that average inflation would moderate to 5.2% in FY24. So while on one side UBS Securities is cautious on India, on the other side its Wall Street rival Morgan Stanley has given a target of 80,000 to the Sensex 30 on condition that market enters a bull phase from here onwards. If this happens, then India's domestic equities will make a hat-trick of bull run for the third consecutive year in 2023. Morgan Stanley also said that in a normal scenario, Sensex will continue to outperform in 2023. It might also give average return of 10% next year. In such a scenario, Sensex might reach 68,500 points by December 2023. Aviation consultancy and research firm CAPA has said that merger of Vistara and with Air India will increase market share in international aviation from India to 50%. Currently, the country's airline industry boasts of almost 38% of international market share. CAPA has also said that recent developments indicate build-up of duopoly in the domestic aviation sector. Air India Group and Indigo will dominate Indian skies with a combined market share of nearly 80%. If you are frustrated with the annoying fraud calls, then finally the government has a remedy for you. Very soon, you will not require apps like Truecaller to know who is exactly calling you. Telecom regulator TRAI is in the process to make it mandatory for telecom network service providers like Jio and Airtel to display the correct name of the caller. TRAI may come out with this rule after January 10, 2023, after which you will not require apps like Bharat Caller ID, Anti-Spam or Truecaller to know the caller's name. Talking about telecom, we have all come across rumors or forwards that said that WhatsApp would soon be chargeable. Well, soon this could become a reality. You may have to pay fees to use OTT players providing call and messaging services like WhatsApp, Signal, Google Duo, etc. Telecom Operators Industry Body COAI has written to the government to charge a usage fee from big internet-based calling and messaging apps. If government accepts this suggestion, then in order to pay the usage fees, such calling and messaging apps might in turn start levying fees on users. This might force you to pay a certain fees amount in order to use apps like WhatsApp, Google Duo and so on. Alright, that was all on today's Money Time, but don't forget to grab all the personal finance content exclusively on the Money9 app, available for both Android and iOS users. And as always, stay tuned to Money9.